Hi. He's sleeping.
Can't have the precious.
Anyway. While he's sleeping...
I might wake up at any minute.
I should smother him with a pillow. But anyway, I am going to take over the show. Yes. It's my turn. My turn,
No,
finally.
I looked that you hurt the puppies. Never.
I'm gonna punch him in the teeth. Anyway.
Never.
It's my turn.
No. Puppies.
My turn.
Puppies.
And today, I'm going to tell you about Homestuck. Whoa, okay. That was my butt. Homestuck. Yes.
Somewhere in another universe.
There are many different universes in Homestuck.
Well,
different worlds,
everywhere.
different universes. Are you responding to me? In your sleep?
Who's talking to me? I don't understand what's going on.
Oh dear.
I'm scared.
He must be stuck in a dream bubble. At any rate.
Yeah, I'm naked and I'm scared and the Slender Man is
At any rate, I'm gonna smother him with a pillow. I'm gonna go all James and his Mary, biatch.
What is this, Othello?
It is
I
now!
want to be Desdemona. Oh.
Yeah, that's right, because you'd bitch of this relationship.
You're not a black man.
Or am I?
What just happened?
Well, I'm taking over your show, drinking Faygo.
Yeah, well, I'm wearing my Dundercats t-shirt.
Well, I'm gonna tell these sick
Dundercats!
I'm gonna tell these sick mofos about Homestuck, and I'm gonna tell you about Homestuck, boy. So you better sit back, relax, and get chill.
What is Homestuck again?
Shoosh.
It's too early for this.
Shoosh. Bap, bap, bap. It's going to be okay.
Who are you again? I'm delirious. Tom.
Anyway, I'm gonna tell you suckers about Homestuck. Bam! He's back asleep. Okay, anyway. So Homestuck is a
No, I'm not!
Ah!
Okay, just...
Let me tell you about Homestuck!
Okay, just talk, okay?
Okay.
I'm scared.
Anyway. Homestuck is a web comic, which is really not the right way to discuss it because it's more than a web comic. It's a multimedia experience. There's music, there's mini games, there's obviously, you know, regular web panels, but there's also text. It's a very enriched storyline. Excuse me.
No,
with
no, excuse.
Tons of characters. I mean like a bazillion characters. And somehow most of them actually have a lot of depth to them. They're explored completely, almost fully, and even though some of them are only in a few panels before they're offed.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna stick my finger in your mouth. Ow! Bitch. Anyway.
You got served.
The story centers around John. His friends
What a cool
Rose,
name that is.
Jade, and Dave. I almost forgot Dave's name and called him Dirk, which is his older brother.
So you
But then
props
later
to know
is
their names.
not. I know their names. Shut up. It's just been a while
Look
since...
up sort of Adventure Time, you know?
I'm gonna punch you in the teeth. We might have to start this video over.
Adventure Time! Let's look at her shirt. Anyways. Heck yes.
Heck yes, all over my boobies. God, I hope the kids at school never see this, ever. For those of you who don't know, I'm a teacher.
What?
That's my job. I teach little kids.
What, like hobbits?
Like preschoolers.
Okay. So they're kind of like hobbits.
Kind of like hobbits, but no furry feet.
Maybe a little shorter than hobbits.
A lot shorter than hobbits.
Halflings, for those of you who don't know what hobbits are.
Minuscule. Anyway.
They're not mentioned in the old songs.
So for those of you who have not read Homestuck, what is wrong with you? Honestly, seriously, why haven't you? For those of you hating on Homestuck, what you talking about, boy? Come on, come get me. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for you.
For me?
For you. Anyway.
I'll be waiting.
Fago.
Dr. Fago.
Dr. Fago. It's delicious, although the root beer is actually really good. Fago.
What's with all these doctors, anyway?
Doctor who?
Because you got Dr. Thunder as the Walmart brand.
Yes. At any rate.
Also, no, my favorite one was Mountain Lion.
Mountain Lion!
Which they have at Hannaford.
Yes.
And Dr. Perky.
Dr. Perky. I had some Dr. Perky. I think it's all gone now, though.
It's a shame.
A real shame. I'm out of Tab, too, which is sad.
Well, I had some Moxie. I ran out of it.
Ew, Tab is much better. Anyway. You might be wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses. And why he's wearing 3D glasses. It's because we're cool. This video has nothing to do with Homestuck.
Well, fix that.
Okay.
Tell me to shut up or something.
Yeah, mouth. Don't bite me.
You already made me do it before.
Break you with my Fago.
Oh, you break yourself, mother.
What? Okay. So, anyway, it is a phenomenon. Homestuck is a phenomenon. We are us being Homestucks, or Hamsteaks, as some people call us.
Ooh, ham steak. That sounds yummy right now. Can I have something?
No, we just had Monte Cristos.
I'm the Count of Monte Cristo.
I made him food, and then he fell asleep.
Remember, if you're one of the 3 men that betrayed me, watch out.
What a jerk.
Which, if you ever watch the film version of Christian Bale, it's actually 1 man. It's really confusing if you read the book. Do go on.
Are you going to interrupt me again?
We'll see.
Or are you actually going to let me tell you about Homestuck?
Maybe. There's some guy named John and some guy named Dave. And...
Yes.
Okay.
John is the main character, or at least is until the trolls show up, and then we kind of have him competing with Carcat as the main character, but there's also Gamzee, who's kind of a main character, and then we have the Alpha Kids, who are main characters, and of course all of the rest of the Beta Kids are main characters. So pretty much everyone in this story has an instant where he or she is a main character, and it's really cool because in the text of the actual webcomic, it's not told as, oh, and John did this, it's you did this. So it's really like it's based off of an old school RPG or adventure game. Speaking of which, currently there's a Kickstarter for us to raise enough money for there to actually be a Homestuck adventure game, which is amazing and a really great idea. And at current, we've raised well over $1.5 million toward this game. So the fandom is really coming together to make something happen.
Explain Kickstarter for those of the viewers that may not know.
A Kickstarter is a website where you can kickstart a project, say a video game, which I think is actually one of the more popular venues that they end up doing. You set a specific goal, and then people donate toward it. And a lot of them have donation perks. So, like, say you donated $380, you get, like, a snout pack. I actually don't remember what's in the $380, which is sad because that's what I pledged for the Homestuck. But there are incentives to donate toward, you know, getting this game made, or getting these shirts made, or a movie made, or something like that. So it's a really cool website to check out. It's Kickstarter.com, I believe. And you can look up MS Paint Adventures, which is what the site that Homestuck's hosted on. Because Andrew Hussey, the creator of Homestuck, did things before Homestuck, but most people don't remember them except for maybe Problem Sleuth, but we'll get into that later. Andrew Hussey is a genius. He's insane and a troll, but he's a genius. He knows how to play the fandom. He knows how to get us what we want. Trolls are actually a major part of the story because they're an alternate, like, alien race that are awesome, especially
I don't like
Equius.
hide under bridges and stuff.
No.
No.
But the most epic one is Equius, even though he dies. But he dies with a smile on his face. He's my favorite character. I love him so much. Anyway. Strong! Shut up. Nobody likes you. And you look like Solix.
That's not true.
You look like Solix with the glasses on.
If nobody liked me, you wouldn't want to be on my show. Touche.
Anyway. So, that's the Kickstarter. I have a bit of a cold. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Anyway. So that's the Kickstarter. Homestuck is really hard to actually explain without getting into too many spoilers and into way too much detail. It's well over 5,000 pages, including flash animations that go on forever, like Cascade did, which is actually a beautiful piece of animation and music, which a lot of people don't realize when they get into it, is that there is music in Homestuck, because it's more than just, you know, oh, I'm a webcomic, you're gonna read my panels. No, it's text-based, it's like playing a video game. And there are instances where you actually do play a video game, including the beta that we just tried for the next mini Flash game. By the way, that was really hard to load on my computer. Could have just been my computer. But he watched, and it was fun. Mina,
Yeah, that's
yay.
what I used to do when I was little. I used to watch people play video games because I didn't want to play them myself. I was like, I'll just watch.
Loser. Anyway.
I didn't think I was any good, that's why.
You are good, though.
No, now.
And for any of my Homestuck friends who are watching this video, I am so sorry that I'm not doing this justice. I really am. And if you want to comment or post a reply video below, you can feel free to do that. You know, tell the world about Homestuck. Tell people about the Kickstarter. Tell people that once you get past Act 1, it's so easy to read, even though I was a huge fan of Act 1. Tell people that it's beautiful, and it's been in newspapers. It's a worldwide phenomenon. You go to an anime convention, and there are hundreds upon thousands of people cosplaying. And if you're new to this, look for the people with gray skin and horns. Those are trolls. There you go. That's how big this has gotten. It's huge. It's taking over conventions. I think that there are actually Homestuck conventions in and of themselves. I know that there are Homestuck meetups for people who cosplay or just really love it. The fandom, from what I've run into, is actually one of the better fandoms I've been a part of. They're really nice. They're caring people. They'll talk to you about anything. The only problem that I've had with them is that some people get really iffy if you try to talk about what race the kids are. You know, if they're black, if they're white, if they're Asian. Because everybody has their own different headcanon because they're supposed to be aracial. So some people think, oh my god, you know, John and Jade are black, or Rose and Dave are black, or Roxy and Dirk are black, or they're all Caucasian. And I'm like, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't add or subtract anything from the story. They're just kids. They're characters. So that's one of the few problems that I've run into. With any fandom, of course, there are trolls. Trolls. But for the most part, it's... Yeah, now you're just being so lux. It's a great fandom. I've been able to talk to a lot of people, you know, especially in the Kickstarter comments page. Special hello to Bro Strider, to Sis Strider, to everybody that I had that epic rap battle with.
What up?
What up, bros and sisses? Zzz.
Break yourself.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself, boy. Anyway.
Yeah, I can set up.
So this video is getting kind of long. I really feel like I've been inadequate in explaining what Homestuck is. But honestly,
I enjoyed it.
The only way for you to really discover the awesomeness that is Homestuck, you gotta check it out for yourself. Even if you have somebody read it to you in funny voices. I have friends who that's the only way that they can get through it, is to read it in funny voices. But it's really awesome. The characters are really well written. There are some trigger warnings. There's a lot of swearing. There's a lot of blood. There's a lot of death. But a lot of the characters who are dead come back later in dream bubbles, or they're not actually dead. They're now rainbow drinkers, which are vampires. So on and so forth.
It's kind of epic.
It is really epic. And if you don't like reading, this might not be for you, because there is a lot of reading. It is literally like reading a novel that thick. It's huge.
Wow.
And it's ongoing. Hussey has said that it's probably going to end sometime in 2013, and then he's going to go right from that to working on the adventure game, which we're definitely getting now because, like I said, we have $1.5 million, whereas the original Kickstarter goal was only $700,000. So we're well over that goal. We're gonna have a great game. It's gonna be great, and that's because the fandom came together to pledge money. And speaking about pledging, another huge thing that the fandom has gotten together and done, especially on Tumblr, is the Cantown project, which is awesome in and of itself because it's an entire fandom coming together to donate food.
Ooh,
yes. At cons, if you ever hear about it, it's called the Cantown project. Bring a can, bring 2 cans, whatever. You make a little town made of the cans, and then all of the food that is donated gets donated to the local soup kitchen. And it's amazing that there's a fandom that actually does that. I've never heard of any other fandom doing something like that. And it was all based off of like 3 or 4 panels in the comic.
That's fabulous.
It's amazing. And they've donated and raised so much for such a great cause. So I'm gushing, obviously, over this fandom, but I've never belonged to a fandom that's so caring and so generous. And that's all I've really got to say about Homestuck right now.
And another note, not Homestuck related. She said if you don't like reading, that you probably shouldn't read Homestuck. But if you do like reading, you should check that out, since she told you to. And you should watch my book episode if you haven't, because I talk about books and I even read stuff. It's cool.
And I'm also an English major. So, reading! Let me get in the frame.
She
Yay!
used to talk about Bradbury and Harry Potter and other stuff like that. And she needs to reboot her batteries or something, so catch you whenever I make a new one, okay? Peace!